Good morning. Happy Sunday. So I have had something on my mind. I've had a lot of conversations lately with the end of October, just everybody gearing up for Halloween and all the temptations of all the Halloween candy everywhere and all the parties that are starting to come. And in my conversations that I have had, I hear a recurring theme, and it is that so many of the people in my life think they can't have weight loss success like I have because they don't work out. Either they don't go to the gym or they don't work out. And so I realized that if you follow me, if you see my stories, if you see my posts, you may think I spend hours working out a day. And that's because I have to confess, I don't enjoy cooking yet. So you're not going to find me doing a lot of videos or a lot of stories or posts of cooking, because when it comes to meal prepping on the weekend, I do my best to get it done in Sunday in less than an hour. If I can, I'll pawn some of it off on my husband. That's just the truth. I just don't enjoy cooking yet. I don't feel that I take a very pretty picture of food yet, because I feel like all my food pictures are not necessarily appealing. So I don't share a lot of those things. I don't share a lot of food pictures. I don't share a lot of recipes. And partially because I'm not creating recipes. I am using a dietitian created meal plan that I purchase for my clients, and I give them every Friday, and then I use recipes from it, or I go with my old favorites that I'm enjoying that have helped me evict over 100 pounds. I'm actually right at that 120 pound mark. And so what I realized is, if you see my stories, you may see I'm also obsessed with time lapse. So it looks like I'm working out super fast, but in reality, I'm going slower. So if you watch my stories and my posts, I do love working out. I do love sweating. I do love burpees. I get that I'm rare when it comes to that, but I am not spending hours running and hours working out. In fact, I'm going to share a picture from my my app in my phone, and I did the math for you. So I got an Apple Watch for Mother's Day 3 or 4 years ago. So it always tracks all my activity. And for the month of October, I worked out 18 hours and 38 minutes, and that includes some bonus workouts I did with my friend Stephanie, and that includes some walks around the office. That sounds like a lot. 18 hours sounds like a lot. Divide it by 31 days, and that's 36 minutes a day. So on average, my workouts are 20 to 30 minutes, and then there's those 3 extra times. So it's 36 minutes a day. I am not spending hours in the gym. In fact, when I was 297 pounds, I was spending hours in the gym. When I weighed 297 pounds, I was going to different boot camps, and I was doing 1.5 to 2 hours of boot camps. I was paying over $140 for a gym membership, and I was going to 1 hour and 90-minute boot camps, and I left that gym a couple of years ago because I was not losing weight. For 6 months, I actually gained fat mass, and I left that gym and started my medical diagnosis 3 years ago, which led me to coaching and led me to this opportunity and finally evicting over 100 pounds. But I was working out more. So I feel like maybe I'm deceiving you a little when I show you my sweaty selfies a lot, because I enjoy sharing them, and I show my workouts and my runs and my sweaty things in my stories, because those things bring me joy. So our Facebook is to be sharing what brings us joy. So I feel like I'm making you think you have to work out a lot. But like I said, I was gaining fat when I was doing 60 and 90-minute boot camps. You're not, if you're like I was, if you're like me, you're not missing working out. Yes, I feel like movement is great. It helps with flexibility. It helps move oxygen and blood flow. It releases things. It gets your endorphins going. It helps with anxiety, depression. It builds strong muscles. I can't believe I never would have thought I would enjoy my collarbones and my arms. I never would have thought I would look at me fit. There's a lot of benefits that come from working out. But if you're like me and you're stuck trying to lose, whether you're trying to lose the same 5 or 10 pounds for years now, or whether you are trying to evict serious weight like I was, 100 pounds. I had over 100 pounds to leave. Guys, it's not working out that you're missing. I promise you, movement is great, and I have some awesome programs for every level, from prenatal, postnatal, people in their 80s use the Tai Chang. You know, I have kid workouts. Every fitness ability, I have a workout for you. And there's something beautiful and magical about taking time to invest in moving daily that's not sitting at your cubicle or sitting at your desk or sitting on the couch. Like, I promise workout's good. But where you're missing, if you're stuck in the same cycle and you're not losing weight, it's in your mind and it's in your kitchen, which is why I'm in my kitchen to talk to you this morning and tell you and make sure that you know, and I want to make sure that you understand that this is not like, I share a lot of fitness because I find joy and fun in fitness, but my results are not 100% fitness. I'm not someone in the gym for 3 hours. I'm not someone, like, that's not me. I'm a working mom. I don't have time to be in the gym for hours. I just don't have time to go work out for an hour because I ate a sundae. Like, that doesn't fit in my day. I'm running a business. I'm helping friends and family. I'm helping, my son. I'm spending time with my husband. I have time for me. Like, I don't have time to spend hours in the gym. But then I've had a lot of running pictures lately because I've been working back to running. So I pooled my miles. I ran 20.84 miles last month. That's an average of 0.67 miles a day. That's just over half a mile. So guys, it's in the seemingly small choices in your nutrition. And I hope that this share is encouraging for you, that it isn't something you have to be able to go do a one-legged burpee like I can now. Me 3 years ago, even going to the boot camps, I couldn't do a one-legged burpee. That's a new thing, a burpee. So I want to encourage you, like, it's in your mind and your nutrition. And I'm going to show you exactly how in a little bit. But hopefully you find this encouraging, that you don't have to go be a fitness nut. You don't have to go sweat like crazy. Like, that's not what you have to do to get into the body that you need to. So I'm going to talk a little bit about mind and show you how powerful it is to help you understand why truly. So our mind, our thoughts control our feelings. 100%, I don't care who you are, whatever you think determines how you feel. If you think someone's out to take from you or harm you, you're going to feel defensive and block them off, right? If you think someone is sad or mad, you're going to feel like sad or mad or discouraged. Like whatever you think creates your feeling. So that feeling, then we are like emotional feeling beings. Like, our feelings determine our actions. How many times have you heard in your office or at home for dinner, what do I feel like having for lunch? Here's a secret. Your body is most often never going to tell you. Your feelings are never going to tell you the great thing to eat to help you. Like, I can't say in the beginning of my journey, now I feel and I want, like, I'm really craving a really big, like, hummus plate. Like, I want hummus and cucumbers and carrots and maybe some edamame. Like, I'm really craving a big hummus plate. So I'm going to go eat that when I'm done talking to you. But like, in the beginning of your journey, when you're just getting started, when you're like I was 3 years ago and you need to lose 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 200, 300 pounds, your feelings are not going to give you a craving for carrots. Because your body doesn't know carrots. Your body knows the preservatives, the sugar. It's going to give you a craving for that Halloween candy sitting right next to you. It's going to give you a craving for the Arby's drive-thru. It's going to give you a craving for the drive-thru at Dunkin' like I used to do. Like, your body doesn't know the healthy cravings yet. So it's going to feel like I want to eat out Chinese today. So changing to healthy eating is going to have to start with feelings, but to change your feelings, you have to change your mind. And I'm going to do something else right now. So do this with me, lean in with me, and you got to give me a heart if this works, because I want to know if this works for you. But I want you to do this with me right now. Do this little trick, see if it works. I want you to pretend you're holding a lemon. Okay? So everyone got their lemon? Give it a little squeeze. Some of the zest gets you in the eye. It has little ridges. Ooh, smell it. Ooh, you can just, like lemon, when I smell it, just opens up my eyes, just wakes me up. Give it a little spritz again. Oh, it's getting in my eye again. Now take a bite of that lemon. Every single time I do that, my mouth starts watering, the back of my throat tightens up, because your brain doesn't know the difference between the fake lemon I just told you to hold and holding a real lemon. And so if you're struggling with weight loss, if you're struggling with your nutrition, that's not going to be something that you just change without changing your mind. I shared, like, I haven't found a way that I enjoy cooking yet. And that 3-letter word yet is something that I say with purpose and intent. Because if I just say it as a blanket statement, I don't like cooking, it's fixed. It's a fixed mindset that's going to keep me negatively stuck in there. If I add that word yet on the end of that negative statement, it's going to have my subconscious maybe trying to find a fun way to enjoy cooking. So I have my computer in the kitchen with me when I prep my food, and I put on Netflix and I catch up, or I put on a podcast that'll teach me something. Or sometimes I just jam out to different music. You could come here, find me listening to Beatles one day, find me listening to Buju Banton the next. Like, you never know what you're going to get. But I want to really, really encourage you that you don't have to work out hours a day to get results. Now, your effort and your work should match what your goals are. So if your goal is to be a bodybuilding competitor, or your goal is to be in the top tier of the CrossFit Games, if that's your goal, then yes, you are probably working out hours a day and you're following specific training plans and you are working at that level. If your goal is to be tone and build muscles, walking is not going to tone you up and build muscles. You're going to need to do some weight training. You're going to have to do some stretching and yoga and do some different things compared with walking. So yes, exercise is amazing. I love it. And there's so many different ways to pair it to, but it does have to match what your goals are in order to actually get you to your goal. So what I find is most people, and I'm speaking from my past self 3 years ago and from a lot of conversations that I'm having, is most people are not working out, so they think that's what they're missing. But in reality, if we are to sit down and talk, are you drinking half your body weight in ounces of water a day? Do you have enough energy to get through your day? Or are you drinking 5 cups of coffee and those crazy energy drinks from the grocery store? Like, if you look at the sales of some of those, like Coca-Cola and Monster, like if you look at the increase of sales, like this world, this states, we are in a state of lack of energy because those are skyrocketing to the top of the markets. Like, everybody is buying those drinks on a daily basis across the state. So there are so many of us that need more energy. So we have to look at, well, what are you doing? What are you eating? Are you getting vegetables? Are you getting diverse vegetables? Okay, you don't like vegetables? That's okay. I wasn't a veggie monster like I am now when I got started. I didn't lose my first pounds loving veggies and like knowing what I was doing. Like, the me right now is 3 years in. Like, I want to encourage you, your beginning does not have to look like my today. And so I want to encourage you, if you can relate to anything that I've shared, if you are looking to end this year, we have 8 weeks left. Starting tomorrow, there's 8 weeks left in 2019. I shared on Wednesday what I've done the last 8 weeks following my Food Freedom nutrition plan and my 20 to 30 minute workouts. I'm going to put a picture down in the comments for you so you can see that if you missed my post from Wednesday. I'm going to share that movement so you can see that I am not working out hours a day like it may appear, because I love sharing the sweaty selfies and I love sharing those posts, and that you really can do this. You really can do this. And I honestly believe that my Mindset Nutrition course like really is what is going to help you get there, especially with the holidays coming. Like so often we feel like we have to be all or nothing. And it's actually that perfectionism of all or nothing. I'm going to wait to January 1st that has so many people gain between 10 and 20 pounds these next 2 months. What if you didn't gain any weight through the holidays, but you still got to enjoy the holidays? What if you leaned in with me and evicted weight and got stronger through the holidays? What if you could go to your Thanksgiving celebration and not feel controlled by the food? Like, what if you could go to work like I did for 2 weeks? I've been looking at Halloween candy at work. I haven't had any of it. Every day I look at it. Every day I look at people talking about it and eating it. I haven't had any of it. And I don't feel deprived. Did I have any treats? Well, I had nachos last night. Does that count? And honestly, we have a Halloween candy sitting right here. If I wanted it, I would enjoy a piece. And so I'll give you a Halloween candy challenge, because everybody by now has something in their house if they didn't give it away yet. There are some locations that actually pay $1 for 5 pounds of candy for your kids to turn it in, like a little fun little turn it in, and they send it overseas, or some dentist's office do buy the candy. But if you want to, pick your favorite candy that's in there. I mean, I don't know about you, but I always kind of rated my favorites out of Joey's, like the Hershey bars and the Reese's peanut butter cups. I save those for me for when I want them. But pick the one that's your favorite. Drink a whole 16 ounces of water, and then slowly eat that candy and enjoy it. And make it a treat instead of something you're going to beat yourself up over. Instead of something you're going to like not enjoy because you inhale it and then just eat 8 more because, well, you've already ruined the day, right? So those are the sorts of things we work on in my Mindset Nutrition course. I got this great little bundle for everyone who finishes their videos. So if you just got started with me this week, I have a fun, exciting message coming your way. And if it's something that you've purchased from me in the past, this is your invitation to lean in with me and rewatch those videos and start following them and using them. Go grab a glass of water and like cheers to you right now. And I'm going to put out a Google form into, if it lets me, and edit this so that you can go through some questions and see if working with me would help you. And as always, if you have any questions, I'm an open book. Like, ask me how I can serve you. But I want to make sure that you know that my results are not from hours of working out. And I believe my stories and my posts can sometimes seem like it's the working out. So I want to encourage you to find a way to get yourself ready for the week. Like, start today. Start today by grabbing a glass of water, checking out my Google form, filling out the questions, and see if leaning in with me is something that would help you. And just let's chat. Okay? Just chat. And release some of the stress. Like, candy happens, y'all. I had in the last 2 months of the results that I shared Wednesday, I had dessert at Applebee's. I had dessert at Ruby Tuesdays. I had some cookies at my mom's house from the Cat Jar. I had some peanut butter M&Ms from my mom's at the Cat Jar. I had a piece of pizza when I was getting my hair done. Like, there's real stuff. Like, I'm not eating 100% strict and I'm getting results. And I'm not spending hours in the gym. Because like I said, I'm a working mom. I'm running a business. I'm helping others. I have a lot going on. I do not have time to spend hours working out every day. So I want to encourage you, and I guess apologize a little if it appears that you have to work out to the extent that my stories and posts may seem, because that's how I share me, because I enjoy it. So hopefully this was helpful. I'd love to hear your questions, and let me know how I can support you and get you to your goal to end this decade strong. Because guys, you got plenty of time. You got 2 months to feel your best. So let's feel your best. Let's get through the holidays feeling taller standing taller and walking taller and smiling and having fun instead of beating yourself up for what you might enjoy at a cocktail party or what you ate last week for trick or treat, right? So let's release that and let's make it a spectacular day. Chat with you soon.